All right, what's good, y'all? Today, I don't know. I was debating whether or not I really wanted to make this video, but I don't know. I feel like I'll be better off making it than if I didn't, because I could always look back and be like, dang, I wish I made this video. Anyway, I wanted to make a video talking about Ironheart because I saw the series, and I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but I didn't. I don't know. It's one of those shows where it's legitimately 50-50 for me because it's like 6 episodes and I only liked 3 of them. So I don't know. So I like all right. So I'll preface this by saying I will get into spoilers. Um, so this is your spoiler warning, and yeah, it's gonna be major. It's not major spoilers, but definitely just if you feel like watching the show, you worry about anything getting spoiled, please go watch the show. Um, I would say recommend it, honestly. Just watch episode 4 through 6. If you care about if your time is crucial, just watch episode 4 through 6 at this point and keep it pushing. But if you want the full take, here we go. I don't necessarily dislike the direction they were going for the character. I will preface this by saying I'm not like an Ironheart fan necessarily. I don't dislike her, but I never read any of her comics. I'm not really familiar with the character outside of like um, certain interactions she might have had with like Miles Morales or that's pretty much it. I don't really know much about her other than like Shuri Williams, eventual successor to like Tony Stark in the universe. Some of her feats she probably accomplished, seeing some of her suits, little shit here and there. Like the basic shit I kind of know, right? Enough to where I don't need a history lesson going into it on the TV show, right? Especially after seeing Black Panther 2. I just need y'all to get to it. Like that was one of the things I was excited for going to see Black Panther 2. Was like, oh, how are they gonna set up Riri Williams? Like, I was one of the ones I was like, I don't know if y'all should do this, but hey, y'all gonna do it. All right, cool. Um, but I genuinely I liked how the show started off kind of because it was just like a refresher and like hey, I mean, I don't know. It makes sense, I would say. I didn't dislike it, but it made sense. This is how you would start it. Kind of starts off on it starts off legitimately similar to like a homecoming situation. Like, hey, yo, I just got back from this like program business trip, blah, blah, blah thing, gaining some experience, trying to juggle being a superhero and a young person and just trying to figure out life, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. And then like the moment you get to like episode 2, it's like, all right, I mean, I see where this is going, but like all right, let's go. And then it just doesn't really go anywhere except in circles. I feel like the show, like yeah, like I'm trying to go into too much detail to sit here for like 8 hours ranting about everything I didn't like about Ironheart, but genuinely it's just as I will. If anybody, I know barely any of these. I'm gonna be honest, barely any of my like Marvel related videos get many views really, so I'm not expecting nobody big to see this, but just in case anybody that ever worked on the show ever sees this, I want y'all to know that I appreciate that y'all had the opportunity to tell the story how you wanted to and let your creative juices flow as an artist, and I appreciate that. But I do have to question, so I'm not trying to hate on the show. I'm not like, oh, it's trash, this and the other, but genuinely, I just gotta be honest, this shit is not hitting. Like, I don't get it. We've been having these shows, and I'm not really trying to go back and forth with the movies. I got some movie comparisons I can make later on. We could do that shit all day. But the main difference, I was explaining to some of my friends and conversations I've had, is that my main problem with Ironheart and a lot of the Marvel shows is that they don't have like a consistent formula yet. Like, even with the movies, whichever ones you like or don't like, you can all acknowledge that they have a certain formula that these movies go by, and how they deviate based on the team that's working on the movie. But I don't know, man. It's like, dog. Currently I am finishing season 2 of Punisher because I never finished the second season of Punisher. Okay, I just got caught up. Life got caught up. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Anyway, I'm finishing the second season of Punisher right now. So like before, so I was watching that, and I was about to start Andor, and then I'm like, I just went on Disney Plus. I just threw it on. I'm like, oh, Ironheart came out. Okay, let me watch the. They threw the first 3 episodes. I'm like, okay, cool, and I watched it. And I was sitting here in the middle of like episode 2, like I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for this shit to get good. Like I'm looking at my phone, like what time is? Like how far are we in the episode? Like and they're doing this. Like the Natalie AI thing was like the first turn off for me because I was like, okay, how they brought it into the show. I was like, this is interesting. This is a very interesting take. That's crazy. That's gonna set up some wild ass plot points. But then I'm like, then I thought about it. And I'm like, wait a second. This is some shit she should be jumping to resolve immediately. Which obviously she would struggle to do. I mean, you know, for the context, right? But I'm like, nah, man, it seems like they trying to use this shit as a plot device. And I'm like, by the end of episode 2, I'm like, are they planning on doing this the whole season? Or that was pretty much the case. So I had to deal with that shit. It was very annoying for me personally. Like, don't get me wrong, the chemistry between the actors, I like. It's very real. But under the context of this character is artificial intelligence, but we gonna treat them like they human, even if it don't make sense for the plot. And we gonna keep doing this because we apparently thought this was the most interesting concept we could throw in this show. Like, this is like the most effort is put into this, and it brings me to my next big problem with the series. This is an overall problem. They spend the series, for me personally, what I don't really like, it spends like majority of its runtime is specifically using Riri as that voice, talking about the differences between her and Tony Stark over and over and over, just beating you over the head with it. And it's like, Jesus Christ, we get it. Like, we didn't see Iron Man in like every iteration. We know that guy, all right? We've seen his shit. We want to see some new shit, or like see a new take on similar shit, right? That's kind of like, I mean, we crossed into this territory with Spider-Man already. Like, dog, y'all set him up to be, you know, this. You set him up to be like his ward, and then you flush him out to do his own thing, right? And it was like, why not do the same shit here? Like, obviously you don't have Tony around to literally do that, but I mean, dog, she got the internship or whatever, or her little grant for MIT and shit like that, and then all of that shit like goes south, and she's got to restructure and figure everything out and kind of come up with the shit off her own, which is like, yeah, that makes sense. That's entirely interesting. But how she does it is just, who gives a fuck? That's not important. What's important is that I go back and forth with this AI or go after this guy or join this group and do this and do that. It's like, why? It feel like the shit that's actually interesting and important in this show that comes up is obviously interesting. Importance varies, but it's like, damn, I wish they would delve more into that, and then they don't. And I'm like, I don't like, after like episode 3 of like the 3rd hour of I'm not Tony Stark, I didn't have his same resources, I had to do this, it's like, nigga, we get it. What the fuck do you want? Do you like, literally, I paused the episode and multiple times I was like, what the fuck do you want? You want him to bring him back from the dead, give you an infinite money grant so you can build as many Iron Man suits like Iron Man 3? Is that what you want? Like, damn. Like, and then mind you, the show is like, she's ignoring her trauma for the 4th episode in a row. It's like, nigga, bro, we watched Tony go through this whole thing, bro. And it was like all of his experiences, all of his interactions through the people. You got to see how the decisions Tony made affected him throughout every little movie or every appearance he would make. And over time, you got to see how it affected him, right? Like, this is like, they're literally trying to speed run the whole Tony Stark arc of struggle in this one character in fucking 5.5 episodes. It's like, bro, what? And then it's not even like, and then if that's what you choose to do, hey, that's the show, right? But it's like, why is this shit not interesting? I'm not even saying this as a jaded fool who been watching this shit since 2008 or even, you know, before. Like, I mean, bro, these dudes fucking fleshed out characters, or I should say brought up characters I wanted to see since fucking Ghost Rider. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going that far back for me personally. And I was just genuinely just stunned at why half the show like took 3 episodes to the one to start to pick up. Like for me, genuinely, I was like, I stopped watching it. It was like, all right, I watched the first 3 episodes, and was immediately like, dude. I watched the last episode of Punisher. I watched was like episode 9 of season 2. I watched the first 4 minutes of it, which was like the cold open before the intro comes on. And that was better than the first 3 episodes of Ironheart. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not exaggerating. It just is. The writing, the characters. Nothing even happens in the first 4 minutes of that episode. It's literally just conversation. And that was better than the first 3 episodes of Ironheart. And I'm not even about to talk about the budget between these two shows. I'm not about to go there. I don't have to. But like we got shows like obviously like Daredevil, like Punisher, and shit like that, where like these shows are so good, they get people that I know that they don't give a fuck about comic books. They don't even like any of these characters. Didn't grow up with none of this shit. And they love these shows. They are hooked on this shit. Like they'll watch it repeatedly, binge the whole thing just as the show is that good. And they're not even like Marvel fans and stuff like that all the time, you know? So it shows you like people will watch good entertainment, but like here I am, I done had to talk to like at least 3-4 different people in my friend group already about how you feel about Ironheart. And it's always like similar shit. It's like, oh, I like the practicality, going back to the older suits. And it's a lot of pluses for the show. But it's like, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but it's like I could go about this and that is cool. But the point I'm making this video is because I had problems and I'm tired of this shit. It's like we're too far, and I feel the spirit of having comic book media where we still out here making mid shit. This shit ain't cheap. These are people's jobs. People bust their ass to get to the positions where they can get jobs, where they can work for some of these companies and do certain shit like this. And I feel like it's all ruined because I honestly, I don't even know. I don't work in the behind the scenes and none of that stuff. I don't know. But it just feels like nobody can really agree on how to really go about this shit. And they just make it after time because they had no other choice. And they're like, well, bare minimum, we'll get the money, so let's just throw it out. I don't understand. Like, I feel bad because, like, when Ironheart when the trailer got released, everybody was hating on it. Like, I didn't see shit positive about Ironheart coming about. It was just, why didn't they make this show? Why didn't they make a show about this? And I'm like, bro, y'all ain't even seen the show. Like, how you gonna get mad about some shit you haven't even seen yet? Like, if you just don't like Ironheart, okay, that's fair. It didn't look good or interesting, okay, that's fair. But like, shit, the show is garbage, but you haven't seen it. It's crazy. It's a crazy take. Like, at least watch it. So I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just mad that people are already hating on it when no one's seen the show. So I watched the show comes out. I watched the show. Was not a fan. I'm like, wow, this shit. I mean, I'm starting to see where it's going in episode 3, but I'm like, Jesus, this shit's ass. Like, I'm serious. Like, aside from the hood, this shit's legitimately I'm being funny. Like, it's not actually bad. It is literally just boring. Like, Captain America 4 to me was entertaining to where I could at least enjoy the movie. It was something good to have on. I'll check that out another time, you know. I had fun with the movie, but this shit, bro, I just wanted to skip half the shit. Half the time, I'm just skip. Anytime, I'm telling you, bro, I'm not even trying to be hard on it. I'm really not. I want this shit to succeed. I've been a fan of Marvel, bro, damn near my whole life, bro. Just seriously, man. But I want this shit to succeed, and this is just comic books in general. I'm not like, oh, I want Marvel to succeed because DC is finally stepping their game up. No, I want everybody to step their game up. I just want good shit to exist. That's it. I want people to stop making ass cheap movies and television shows when they cost millions of dollars and it's just being wasted because y'all can't decide on what y'all want to do. So how about you just not save the money? But it ain't that simple apparently, and we keep getting shit like this. So this turned into a really long rant, and I didn't want it to, but I'm gonna try my best to edit it, be concise, because I definitely want my thoughts on this shit to at least be out on the platform. Because this is my honesty. As a 29-year-old man, my time ain't like it used to be. Okay? So when I sit and I'm like, hey yo, I'm gonna watch this show that I'm interested in watching, I just expect it to bare minimum be entertaining, and half this shit is really not. Some of the banter is okay, but most of the shit in the show I've seen already. It's like, if you've seen, brotherfucker, if you've seen like Iron Man 1, you've seen everything damn near you need to see. Like, and it's like I tried to get good perspective on it. I went back and watched Iron Man 1 right after the series was over. And it just made me even more mad. Because, like, stylistically, and it's not like more mad, but it emphasized why I like Iron Man so much, because the movie fucking still holds up. That shit is damn near timeless. It is Jon Favreau's like attention to detail and him being like a tech nerd, and that relates to me because I'm also like a tech nerd a little bit, you know. But it's one of those things like it's that I'm about to go on and yap about the thrust capacity of my boots because I took off too fast and got CTE from smacking the ceiling on the first test run. It's that, all right, let's dial the thrust capacity back to like, you know, back a couple percentages, you know, it's a little too much, let's chill. It's like the let me chill out and figure this out type of phase where I feel like Ironheart is just speed running shit to the point where you have no weight. It has no weight, barely any substance, because shit is just happening. It's like, I need to upgrade my suit because my last suit wasn't good enough. So she just goes and does it. Once I find that right power source, I just upgraded my suit. Now we back in business. Well, what exactly did you do? What actually improvements did you make? It don't matter. New suit, new color, fly, new action sequence. I got to fight, now I'm going to win. That's literally the show. It's like we going back watching Dragon Ball. Like, I got a new form. My new form is better than yours. I won. I'm victorious. That's how it played out. It wasn't no, let me fucking, I mean, bare minimum, it wasn't like, it was even like, let me think my way out of it. It was just such a, and then the execution for it, not necessarily the way it played out, I didn't like. I thought one of our battles were, like, at least the final battle, I thought was interesting. But I thought it was just kind of you robbing me attention because y'all just chose to do a whole switcheroo. It's just, can we stop with the cheap little shortcuts? Can we write a good story? Can we like build up tension? Can we properly write a sequence with like actual stakes? Like, damn, bro, like half the movie is just motherfuckers running around feeling bad because they committing crime. And not even like, I'm not saying people gotta die for like the shit that feel important, but I mean, dog, we got people crying about, oh, I made a mistake and I did this mighty dirty because I forgot to get that old lady her purse back that somebody stole. It's like, dude, we got, bro, Tony, I'm not even trying to keep back and forth because the show is doing it on its own comparing these fools. But like, why am I, as the audience, making the comparison that like, okay, remember when all of those innocent lives got lost in the military conflict and all of that blood was essentially on Tony's hands? Remember that? That was the beginning of the movie. This dude goes through his when he literally goes through the attack on the Humvee, bro gets back to civilization and his first fucking act is, yo, I ain't never looked at how my pops was operating this company. I never looked at how it was affecting our lives and other lives on countries that's not even ours. I should address this. Do I know exactly how? Do I got a plan? Nah, but effective immediately, we ceasing weapons at Stark Industries. We ceasing weapon production, and everybody flipped. But like his first thing when he knew was like, okay, we should chill this out. Okay? But what Riri's like first fucking fuck up is like, oh no, let me continue to like not acknowledge my trauma and then try to find another way and then another way. And then when that don't work, then I'm like, oh my God, it's so annoying. And then if it's like, well, Tony didn't face all his problems from drunk, that was just, but I brought that up because the Ironheart it's more Riri really and not her interpretation, her perspective of how she sees Stark is so tainted. Where it's like I get you on a fan of the guy, but like throwing in money at him like this nigga ain't never suffered, you know what I'm saying? It's just frustrating. It's like the way she talks about Tony Stark is if this man has never struggled in his entire life. Like his home life wasn't like, I get it, right? Because all you know is the rich billionaire playboy philanthropist turned Iron Man towards savior of our humanity type of narrative. I get that, but in reality, if you watch these movies, Tony, yeah, he has his selfish moments, he has his narcissistic moments, just like a lot of characters, but even more so, right? But I mean, dog went head on with it. It wasn't, he didn't. He went. I don't know. I just felt like he didn't sit around beating himself up about the shit. He's, to the detriment of like everybody else, right? Like it was more like, all right, motherfucker, we gonna handle this shit. You get off your ass, you fix this shit. Or he's like, all right, once I build a new suit, then I'm gonna come at it. I'm gonna try to fix this shit. Maybe I might make it worse, but eventually I'm gonna actually fix this shit. I just felt like Ironheart was a lot of just, I'm gonna waste my time sitting around trying to ignore my feelings while everybody else telling me I need to do this or do that. I'm gonna choose not to until the end of the episode. Just to get you, it's like, dude, it's not even interesting. It's just, I feel like this is clearly made to make me just to waste my time. Like, I find it interesting how the show real life didn't bring in anything. Like, no, like straight up, I find that I didn't really spark my interest or investment into the show until episode 4. I find that very problematic. And then it's not even a. Maybe if you like, I'm not gonna say everybody is into the actual, like, incorporation of magic, but me as a fan of Doctor Strange, hell yeah, throw that nigga in everything. I became a fan of Doctor Strange because he cameoed in the original Spider-Man series. It's one of those double-edged swords where now I'm interested into the show, but it's one of those, I'm interested because you're bringing up shit that has nothing to do with this show, or this character, I should say. It's like, hey, here's a reference to Dormammu. Hey, here's a reference to Iron Man. And it's like, yeah, I remember those movies. They were way better than this. Like, and I want to go watch those. Like, that is the problem with doing that shit. You're referencing better material. Like, y'all stop. It don't make this more important. It just makes me want to see where it's going. And then knowing, like, if you can make the connection and knowing, like, look, I will tell you, I don't preface again. Side note, I didn't know shit about the Hood until I saw this. The only thing I knew about the Hood is from playing Marvel Snap. Very minimal info. I saw some comics explain videos about the guy, and I'm like, oh damn, bro, get his cloak, part of Dormammu's fucking the Hood is a part of Dormammu's cloak. That's fucking insane. That's sick. And then you realize how heavily has Marvel used him in the comics, and then you gotta equate that to how he's being used in the show. And then I gotta ask myself, is this a villain and I'm gonna see past this show? Is he gonna be one and done for this season? I don't fucking know. But the Hood is the best thing about this entire series. That is a problem. Not because the Hood is bad or nothing. The Hood's fantastic, but it shows you how uninteresting everyone else is compared to the Hood. That's just it's plain as day. It's so sad. It's like, this is like a dichotomy between Batman and the Joker and the Dark Knight. It's like, all right, stoic MC, I like you, okay. I like Riri Williams. I like her portrayal. I like the actor and everything. That's cool. But this villain, this man's insane. The whole time, like, what is your backstory? Bro couldn't just say, I don't even say in my backstory, and I'm interesting. And then they went into it, and everything was predictable. First of all, how they edited this, the pacing of the show, I didn't like, because it was slow as fuck when they wanted, like, the first half. And then the moment it got interesting, it's like throwing all of this shit at you. And then, like, they got a nerve to still be predictable. Let me guess, they're gonna wait till the end to give me the flashback. Boom, there it is, the end with the flashback sequence. Like, oh my god. And then it's the fact that it's so clearly well done that it's like, okay, is this part of a different show? Like, was it 2 different directors or something? And then, like, one director filmed all the flashback sequences and all of the shit that's important backstory that matters and all the interesting shit. And then you got somebody that's filming all the generic bullshit that we see day to day. And then they just swap in the footage when they feel like the show got boring. And then, hey, let's throw a flashback of somebody way more interesting than who we focusing on now. And it was just obvious. I don't even feel like, do I personally feel this way? Everybody might not agree. No, like, it's night and day. Like, this shit's way more interesting. I'm like, what the fuck is the first 3 episodes doing but wasting my fucking time? Like, dog. And then they had a nerve to do a fucking cliffhanger at the end of the fucking show. Do you know how many shows I hate just because of that? Bro, some shows don't even get 2 seasons and y'all done wasted half of y'all. You done wasted half your episodes still back and forth setting up the character doing Weenie Hut Junior store runs And now you leveling them up when motherfucker, there are incursions coming in this universe. Can we remember that? Like, dog. And y'all, like, literally the last MCU project was Captain America, and they're like, hey, as a reminder, incursions are coming. In case you didn't know, like, we all supposed to forget that shit. Fantastic Four is around the corner. Ironheart comes out, and it's not like I'm saying mention incursions. Don't. I'm just saying, yeah, it's like the house is on fire, and you're walking around still doing your laundry. Like, yo, you gotta fuck, the house is on fire, dude. Like, this, we need to act like shit need to go. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm telling you, it's like some of the writers of the show didn't know what else was going on in the MCU, so it was no urgency. And then that literally, they picked the last 2 episodes to be like, now we should level up Riri Williams. Not the entire, not step by step, procedurally through the whole series. That's at the last episode. The last episode. So she can have a final battle. Just snap, it's just blink, it's over. Enjoyable? Yes. Did I feel like my time was wasted? Also, yes. Like, I can also be like, I like this. But, like, did this shit have to take fucking 3 episodes for this to happen? Like, I mean, come on. And then it's like, again, it's the problem is like when you bring in your interesting concepts, these are not interesting concepts surrounding the main character, mind you. My favorite things about the show is literally the villain and the secret society of wizards and shit, and the magic users and sorcerers in Chicago. That was the main interesting things with this whole thing. Mind you, again, spoilers, motherfucking Mephisto. Like, dude, I've been waiting for them to reveal Mephisto since I literally saw Ghost Rider. I'm like, damn, you think Mephisto's gonna show up? No, that's the whole point. He had the method. See, I was too young to understand the whole, this is a conflict between Mephistopheles and Blackheart. That's it. And as a kid, I'm like, but what? And then over the course of properties, over the years, I'm like, oh my God, because, you know, I let the shit slide. I don't even remember the first thing I watched, and it was kind of over for me. And then, you know, WandaVision came out, and then WandaVision literally referenced this motherfucker in the show. And I'm like, that's a motherfucking Mephisto reference. I seen it. There it is in 4K. Like, so basically, I'm just kind of looking for these, like, right. Then I literally gave up. I stopped giving a fuck after Doctor Strange 2. And then, man, who the fuck would have thought? We fast forward to 2025 watching Ironheart episode motherfucking 6, and they bring in fucking Mephisto. And I'm sitting here, like, 'cause I'm watching this shit like, this guy looks like, I'm not trying to get racial, but the dude kind of look like, trying to remind me how Mephisto normally depicted in terms of the facial hair, skin color, you know, the build and everything, the whole, the accent colors in the background, the restaurant, all of the whole scene just said it. And I'm like, okay, I've been here many times in my life. I'm being married 29 years old, and I'll admit when I need to give up on a hope. But my nigga, if this ain't a Mephisto setup, I don't know what the fuck is. Not only was the Mephisto setup fucking perfect, can we talk about that? I mean, like, it was, I mean, like, dog, to the T, exactly how he operate, offering my mans the deals. Oh my God, being so effortlessly slick with the wordplay. I mean, the charm was out the roof, man. Bro, Riz was coming through the screen. I know the act. I've seen the actor that plays Mephisto. It's something before. I don't know his name. I was sitting there like staring at this dude's face, like, where is he from? Where do I know him from? And I couldn't think about it. I couldn't remember. But I mean, dude, excellent portrayal. I can't wait to see him in more projects coming forward. But just, it was beautiful. And then they I'm not even mad because like the way the episode 6 was executed so well, it just made me more mad because I was like, why the fuck wasn't the rest of the series as good? I don't understand. Like it's like a clear night and day difference between like the content and the pacing of episodes 4, 5, and 6 over 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why that is. If you could be like, oh, we wanted to slow it down and kind of bring you into her life, and no, you should have did that shit. We don't need that shit. You brother fucker, we got Black Panther 2. You should have went Black Panther 2 and then went damn near straight into episode fucking 4 Ironheart. Like literally, when this shit hit, like when I get the chance at some point, I'm gonna try to figure it out. If I can get to footage, I will try to edit this shit myself. Like, I'm serious. Even if it's just a fan project, I will work on that myself just to see the proof of concept. Like, you just leave from Wakanda and go straight to episode 4. This whole 1, 2, 3 BS stop, bro. It's like they don't even watch their own stuff. Like, I get every person ain't like in the same room with each other on every single MCU project. But I mean, come on. Have y'all motherfuckers seen Spider-Man Far From Home? How the hell do you miss the entire, like, you literally had, you've done this already. The homework has been done for you. Literally. You can redo Tony's arc. Be original, but hey, whatever. Doing something. You could do Pete's arc. You could literally do Peter's arc. I don't get brought in. Oh, all high hopes and stuff. Reality hits. Oh, it ain't what I thought it was. Da da da. Just do a Ironheart Far From Home. That's all this had to be. She's already done her tie-in. She's already done her Civil War moment. She literally had that. What's the next thing? Far From Home. I mean, shit, because Homecoming, we really need. That's what I'm saying. It's like they tried to do both. But then remember, we only got 6 episodes. It's like, God, come on, man. We need to level this kid up and get him on his own feet. Far From Home, Riri Williams, so that she can get ready for the shit that's about to go down. It's like, explain to me how, it's just frustrating. It just feel like y'all setting up an incomplete arc. Because I don't know what's about to happen in the future, but I know. I mean, come on, Doomsday is around the corner. And come on, man, hurry the fuck up. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, dog. There are good moments. There's a lot of shit in the show that I like, specifically how it ended. And that was crazy because a lot of these shows don't really wrap up well, in my opinion. Motherfuckers' consequences catch up with them. But at the same time, it's one of those. A lot of this shit in Ironheart is shit that I've genuinely seen before. That's just how it is. So they gotta find a way of like really doing something fresh and not just trying to do something new and different, but be good when you execute that shit, man. You can't get this girl one suit up training montage and say, yeah, bro, she liked that for real. Like, come on. Like, another gripe like that I had with her. It's just they drop lines of like quote unquote important dialogue like it don't matter, which leads me to believe that the writers don't understand what the fuck they talking about or they don't care. I'm just being honest. Like, there's a line in the movie where yeah, dog, bro is over, like tried to short circuit her armor or some shit, and she just like, yeah, right. He's like, what the fuck, your armor, what's going on? It's like, oh, my suit runs on solar and wind energy. Like, what? Nigga, excuse me? Nah, player. And then the shit that frustrates me so much is crazy. I was about to end this video, but like, no, it's my last point, and I'm gonna fuck off. It's like, look, man, I ain't a scientist, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. Cars is my main thing I know about. And I've actually done a lot of projects, just science projects and shit in general in my life, whether it was a high school hypothetical science project or whatever, or a design project, or in college working, I went to college for automotive design, so I had to actually do a project on my first project was actually doing a car that ran on or at least incorporated air. Was like my main theme. And I had to incorporate air into the theme of my vehicle and not just be like, oh, it's aerodynamic, ha ha ha. Like, I had to incorporate it. So my thought was like, how do I get this incorporate air? So I was thinking, how do I get a car to run on that shit? Something like that. But I thought, oh, that's outlandish. I really put in research into this shit because I took it serious and I saw how hard it would be to achieve something like just bare minimum having a mode of transportation to run on air. Bare minimum is already a task, right? And even still, it deserves at least a bare minimum amount of explanation, please. like a bare minimum amount of explanation. It's comic books, so the suspension of disbelief is all you have. And how well you can sell that shit to your reader, to your audience, is the difference between the good and bad comic book shit for me, man. Like, it's all comic books, it's all dumb bullshit. But how good is your dumb bullshit? How well can you sell your dumb bullshit? That's all it is, comic book media, and all of this stuff is about for me, man. How well can you sell it? Like, dude, Deadpool and Wolverine is still, like, for me, peak, because it's like literally comic book on film. Is nothing I don't expect, everything I did expect and more, all literally in live action. I gotta remind myself I'm not turning pages on this shit, but that's just me, you know. A lot of people don't feel the same about that movie, don't like the characters and all this stuff, but that's them. This is me, you know. But that's what I'm saying. It's all comic book bullshit at the end of the day. So it's how you sell it. At least give me some little bullshit explanation on, hey, yo, so, I mean, like, literally, all Iron Man 2, half the damn movie is this bro trying to find a new element so he could literally live. It was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm crashing out. And Nick Fury's like, nah, Tony, don't crash out, bro. You too smart for that shit. And he's like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the movie. Like, imagine, and then she's sitting here like this shit's literally never addressed, and then the bro's like short circuits her suit, and it's like, why isn't your suit down? Oh, it's solar and wind powered. Are you fucking for real? Like, you just gonna drop a line like that without any elaboration? Ain't even gonna go back, like, I mean, we ain't even gonna make a callback line to like, damn, bro, how you get that to work? I mean, something? You can't just drop, my suit literally runs on fucking air and solar energy. Like, it's no big deal. Like, are you fucking serious? But wasn't she yapping about finding a limitless power source? And like a couple episodes later, and then they end up fucking using magic. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking stupid. Like, you didn't even go through the work explaining why solar and wind energy that you took out of your ass was good or not good enough. And we already skipped into, I need to power my suit with magic, so what? Just because, oh, we gotta fight magic with magic. Fucking Jackie Chan Adventures head ass mentality, bro. What? And then it's like they spent 8 years trying to come up with that. In fucking episode fucking 1 or 2 of Jackie Chan Adventures, Uncle's like, magic must defeat magic. How the fuck it take y'all niggas a whole, like, this don't make sense. She's glazing us. She's glazing us. The writers, they're over. Riri's the smartest fucking girl on the planet. But couldn't, you know, like, it's come on, like, this shit. And y'all, cause it's like y'all expect niggas not to think this deep on it, or oh, we just expected y'all to just be on TikTok by now. We didn't think y'all would think this deep about the show. I'm sorry, bro. I've been reading comics for like years and watching all this bullshit since 2008 or whenever the fuck. Like dog, if you want to go back to like 1998, like fuck it, bro. Like the day I walked downstairs and my dad had Blade on VHS playing on the TV, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? That's how far I've been locked in, bro. Since Blade 1, when I was too young to be watching it. And my pops was like, oh, you shouldn't. Fuck it. Like, that's literally, my dad was like, wait, you probably. Fuck it, it's comic books. Like, literally, rated R, who cares? It's comic books. Yeah, you can watch this shit. For the record, like, again, am a fan of the direction it is going now. But why the fuck did that shit take 3 whole extra episodes? It's like, they literally, again, I can't tell you how many shows I've seen like this. It felt like y'all only had enough material written for 3 episodes, and somebody told you had to stretch this to make a series. Like, I feel like it's one of those situations where it was, this should have been a movie, but we were scared nobody was going to go see it, so we made it a show to help recoup on the loss. I can't tell you. I don't work for Marvel Studios, but I can tell you is these motherfuckers need work. It's like we can watch them MCU fall off and try to come back. You know, it was like I'm expecting like Captain America 4 level work or better. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. This is the bar here. You got 6 episodes of content. that has not reached the bar of Captain America 4 until the last episode, and it's just based off of reveals. Like, come on, man. Like, again, the strengths of Ironheart's show right now, like the strongest moments in the show, are literally you're pulling from other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, come on. You can't like make big reference, and then do big cliffhanger. What type of shit is that? This is just fucking shonen anime without all the interesting shit. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than this. We seen Thunderbolts exists. You seen it. I wasn't trying to make this argument the whole rant, but like, motherfucker, have y'all not seen Daredevil? Have you not seen The Punisher? Like, these shows are good. It's not about violence. It's not about blood and gore. It's about content. Good characters, good writing, editing, creative direction, practical effects. That was like the best thing about Ironheart was the effects that were practical that were there was cool. The CGI that was there, good. I didn't feel like the budget was misused in terms of the visuals, all that bullshit. And that's why I was mad. Show looks straight. But the substance, the shit underneath that I give a fuck about is not there. I'm looking at my phone, then I get mad. Why am I on my phone? I'm like, I'm bored. My attention is going elsewhere. This shit is boring. I was locked in on every fucking episode of The Punisher, bro. Every episode. They don't gotta be doing nothing. How is it that you can have 4 characters from all different walks of life have a conversation about spaghetti in a fucking trailer more interesting than half of this Ironheart series? It don't make sense. Like, just take some time and write. Damn, just improve your craft. Just improve, do better. That's all it's about, doing better, man. Sheesh. If y'all stayed to watch this long ass rant, I really appreciate it. Y'all don't understand. Like, I'm really genuinely appreciate it, because you can do whatever you want with your time, and the fact that y'all come to my channel and watch my videos, I genuinely appreciate it. So thank you. More content to come. Enjoy your day. Peace out.